Hi everyone, Meteorologist Emery here in the Fox 19 First Alert Streaming Center for our Thursday edition of our 19 at Noon weekday weather show. It's available wherever you stream, including on YouTube, including on the Fox 19 Facebook page, as well as my Facebook page at Emery WX. So good afternoon, everybody. The first alert of the day for today has been canceled. We are not looking at dangerously cold conditions for the remainder of the day today, though it is cold. It's at least not well below zero with wind chills at this point. However, we still have first alert weather days coming up for Friday because of the fact that we're looking at accumulating snow. We'll bring in some travel impacts as we head into our Friday afternoon, Friday evening, and of course Friday night. So we'll dive into that here coming up in a moment. But heading into this midday, things are looking quiet. We have a lot of sunshine out there, but it's still cold. We are looking at temperatures well below normal for this time of the year. Our average high is generally 39 degrees, and looking right now, it's just 20 here this hour. A live look there on our Fox 19 tower camera located over towards Fairmount. And as you can see, traffic at the bottom of the screen moving nice and smoothly, and the snow still on top of the roofs of some of those buildings and, of course, in the yards. But taking a look right now at radar and satellite, you're going to see the remainder of the day today dealing with just sunshine. Once the computer loads, you'll see that radar shows, well, absolutely nothing happening here in the Fox 19 Now viewing area. However, I do want to draw our attention to the latest alerts. So we do have a winter storm watch in effect for the majority of the Fox 19 Now viewing area. Areas in blue here for pretty much most of northern Kentucky, most of southeast Indiana, and most of our southwest Ohio counties. And this winter storm watch, it's going to be in effect from 11 a.m. on Friday through 7 a.m. on Saturday. Now, there's a potential that winter storm watch could get upgraded to a winter storm warning, but we do have a lot of winter weather advisories in effect for our northwestern counties, including Decatur, Fayette, Union County, and then Clinton, Highland, Adams, and Lewis counties. And that's because there might be slightly less amounts of snow in those locations. So something we'll be monitoring, of course, and we'll give you those snowfall updated totals here in a moment. I will say they have increased since yesterday. I did bring up that caveat that there's a potential for that snow amount to increase based on the track of that system. And that's I do want to add that when it comes to snowfall maps, when it comes to snowfall forecasts, they're a lot more trickier than compared to severe weather forecasting. You've got to consider a lot of different factors with snowfall, and it's your responsibility to check the forecast for updates because it does change, especially with the direction of the low pressure system and cold fronts or whatever's associated. With this situation, it's a low pressure system involving with a trough, a wave of energy. And what's going to happen here is this area of low pressure over to the south and west, this is bringing in a lot of winter storm threats for folks in Texas, Arkansas, Oklahoma, down into even Louisiana with some freezing rain sleet mix there. But this is going to move in our direction. And it's going to allow for snowfall to move in heading into Friday midday and Friday afternoon. And of course, the grounds today are quite cold with the temperatures today only into the teens and low 20s. 20s this afternoon, but the snowpack, of course, keeping those surface temperatures quite cold. So what we're tracking here, this is a forecast model. We have this zoomed in. This is heading into Friday morning. Friday morning, we're dry, but we head into Friday midday. So after 11 a.m., snow began to move in from the south and west and move towards the north and east. So here's 12:30. You can see the majority of the Cincinnati metro area, so around the 275 loop, we are looking at snow showers. Will start off as light snow showers, but there could be some bands of moderate snow. Do note the darker shades of blue here indicating moderate snow moving in. So this is going to continue Friday midday, Friday early afternoon, into Friday evening. You can see it's widespread. The map is staying blue with periods of snow showers. So we head into Friday evening. We are going to eventually see those snow showers begin to dissipate late Friday night, going into our Saturday morning. So when it comes to snowfall amounts, I like to make my own maps. However, I have not had a chance to update my maps, so I'm going to show you a forecast model. I do want to note this model is a little bit on the higher end, and I don't fully buy those amounts. But I do want to say that we do generally expect to see Snowfall totals anywhere from 2 to 4 inches. At this point, the lighter amounts of snow accumulations will be in our eastern counties and our northern and northwestern counties, hence why they're only under winter weather advisories. But central portions of the Fox 19 Now viewing area, including here in Cincinnati, we could see close to 4 inches of snow with regards to this system, which is why we're under that winter storm watch here in the Cincinnati metro area. So it's going to create some travel impacts, hence why we have the first alert weather day, with the fact that obviously it's been very cold. Obviously we had that winter storm earlier this week. Even still, some side roads and side streets covered in snow. Parking lots, of course, probably covered in snow for some. And so with this system moving in, it creates more travel headaches. So Friday afternoon, if you're heading home from work, maybe you're heading to work, maybe you work second or third shift, looking at a lot of slick road conditions to be expected. Road crews are going to do the best effort they can. I will say the one positive sign with the forecast tomorrow is the fact that we are looking at temperatures that might be actually beneficial to the road crews' efforts. So depending on what the road treatment is used, what type they use, what happens is the road salt, the brine, what it does is it lowers the freezing point of the water. Typically it's calcium chloride or different salt mixtures. Whether it's calcium chloride, sodium chloride, of course, is table salt, but there are different types that they use. Beet juice even is known to lower the freezing point of liquid water. And so when the temperatures are in the mid to upper 20s, it's pretty effective. Now, depending on what certain areas have, it might be a little bit trickier. But we go into Friday night into Saturday, it does get colder, and that's why roads could be still an issue going into Saturday morning. So something we'll be monitoring, of course, for Saturday morning's Fox 19 newscast as well. So what I want to do real quick is take a look at a wider range, kind of show you the evolution of this thing moving in. So Friday morning, the morning commute should not have problems weather-wise. Might be some issues other than weather conditions, but the travel on Friday morning should go off without any issues. So here's Friday around noon. This model doing a pretty good job with the same timing we're expecting, right around noon for the Cincinnati metro, and this is going to continue to move through during the afternoon. Notice kind of this large swath of blue. This will continue throughout the afternoon Friday, Friday night, and eventually end on Saturday morning. We'll dive into more details on this, show you that map again with the snowfall totals here in a moment. But for now, take a look at the Facebook comments and questions. Hopefully we get some positive or respectful, at least, comments or questions. Okay, Molly says, hello, Ethan. Looks like more snow Friday. Hope you're having a good day so far. Molly asks, will it be more than 4 inches in Pleasant Plain, Ohio? Right now, I would say no. The highest amounts of snow actually looks to be pretty much right along I-75. That is what models are kind of hinting at, or areas to the south and west of I-75. I'll show you that on that map here again in a moment. Angela says, hello, Ethan. Hope you're doing well. Stay warm. So far, I am, and I am staying warm in a nice warm studio. Okay, a few people are asking or saying that they hear static. Not sure what it is. The microphone seems to be working okay. Double check real quick. Everything appears to be good. Give me just a second. How about now? Is there any static? I'm going to kind of leave this out. If you can hear me without static, let me know on Facebook, the Fox 19 Facebook page. Thanks for letting me know, Jessica, John, Lauren, Nikki, as well as Andrea. So Tiffany, everyone's hearing that static noise. Let me know now if you can hear me. Comment that on the Fox 19 Facebook page. If it's still an ongoing issue, let's talk to our engineers, take a look at what the issue may be. But again, we are looking at accumulating snow moving in on Friday afternoon, and Friday evening. So regardless if you're under winter weather advisory or winter storm watch, This now, okay, Jessica and Jamie saying it's still static. Not good to hear that. So, okay, so you can hear me, but it's the static is coming through with the voice. So that must be an issue with the switchboard or something. Not sure what we could do. So, apologies for that. We have better technology here. So we will work on that after this broadcast. So when it comes to snowfall, we're looking at this snowfall to begin to move in around the lunchtime hours of Friday. So between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. is when it's going to begin, and it will continue Friday afternoon, Friday evening into Saturday morning. So do note, I'm going to hold on to the mic delicately, that way the static does not happen. Lighter amounts look to be now to our eastern counties as opposed to what we discussed 24 hours ago. This is kind of what happens with the forecast like this. Now the heaviest snow, the higher amounts of snowfall, will be over in here. We could see upwards of 4 inches in those spots, maybe locally higher than that. And majority of the area will see anywhere from 2 to 4 inches, but locally higher amounts will be possible. So, hey, we can hear now. That's good to hear. Nessa says, we hear you, but it sounds like you're speaking from those radios truckers have, a CB radio. All right, good deal. So I'm going to hold the microphone like this, and we will have to figure this out after the broadcast. So, yeah, so this is a model. I know some of you look at the numbers. Don't look at the numbers exactly. It's not how it all works out. This is just raw data. Again, I don't like using a map like this. In fact, what I'm going to do is turn off the numbers because I think we can get too carried away with well, let me see if this will show better. Yeah, okay, this is a little bit more down the alley of what I'm expecting. So anywhere from 2 to 4 inches generally with that. Locally, higher amounts are possible. But regardless, it's going to create some impacts with road conditions, with snow-covered roads, and enough to be lingering into Saturday with the temperatures, with the travel issues. So that's what we're expecting, 2 to 4 inches, locally higher amounts up to 5 inches will be possible here going into Friday night into Saturday. Mike says, as a tech person, it's more likely your speakers inside of the mics. Yeah, probably. So we'll have to look into seeing what we could do. So thank you guys. Appreciate the comments on that. Let's go ahead and move along here with the forecast because I don't want to get too caught up in the technical stuff. So let's go ahead and move into the weekend forecast. So Friday, we got snow showers, afternoon, evening, Friday night. Saturday morning, the snow showers do come to an end. We still got a few flurries going into Saturday, midday, and afternoon. And what we're going to see here is Saturday night into Sunday, cold conditions, but then temperatures on Sunday get above freezing. Monday, we'll see temperatures at freezing during the afternoon, and we are going to be looking at some light snow showers, maybe a few flurries on Monday. Part of a system that's going to give us a shot of reinforced cold air as we dive into the middle of the work week. And then even Tuesday, we could see a few flurries as well. I can't rule that out here going into our Tuesday of next week, January 14th. And then we get colder going into the end of next week into next weekend. So what we'll do now is show you the 7-day forecast. We'll show you the 14-day forecast exclusive here on Fox 19. And then we'll take some more questions or comments, last look, and then we will go ahead and conclude this broadcast here. So here is the 7-day forecast. Saturday, a few flurries, mainly in the morning, otherwise mostly cloudy, a high of 28. Sunday, we're up to 33 degrees above freezing with sorry, I just got an update here. So what we've got here is Sunday, a high of 33 degrees, partly cloudy. And then we head into Monday, a few flurries and blustery, 32. And then colder air Tuesday and Wednesday next week, highs in the low 20s, lows in the single digits for Wednesday morning. So reason why I paused, and I'll go back to 7-day here in a second, we just got an update from the National Weather Service. That's why I paused, because when I see it's from them, I want to make sure I'm showing you accurate, immediate information. So what I'm going to do now is show you the updated map. I don't know if it's been exactly issued yet. They have issued it for sure. So now let's take a look at that. So we have winter weather advisories in effect for the entire Fox 19 Now viewing area. Let's go ahead and find that. There we are. Areas in pink, or purple rather. Winter weather advisory. So that includes everybody here in the Fox 19 Now viewing area. 2 to 4 inches of snow. That's what I've been saying. Local amounts up to 5 inches. That cannot be ruled out. But generally speaking, 2 to 4 inches of snow. Now, one thing I do want to point out with the forecast models, people get too caught up in looking at the models. The models are just a tool. The models have a certain snow ratio they use. Liquid equivalent to snow ratio, it's usually 10 to 1. Or they have one that's based on a model called Kuchera, or not a model, but a specific equation. This situation here does not quite have the snow ratio that the models have. So it's a little bit different. So we are looking at this to be not as high of snow as what the models are trying to generate here, showing us 5 inches of snow. Locally, I buy it, but not on a widespread scale like I showed you a moment ago. So 2 to 4 inches, that's what we're saying. That's the forecast for our Friday through Saturday morning. So at this point now, we'll go back to the 7-day forecast. So winter weather advisory for everybody in the tri-state from Friday at 11 a.m. to Saturday at 7 a.m. So here is, again, the 7-day forecast. We got a high temperature today of 24, sunny. Friday, 27, afternoon snow showers. And then we head into Saturday, mostly cloudy. Can't rule out some flurries in the morning. Morning low of 24, a high of only 28. Sunday up to 33 and partly cloudy. Monday, a few flurries and blustery at 32. Tuesday, partly cloudy, morning low of 11, an afternoon high of 20. And then Wednesday, partly cloudy and 22. That is a 7-day forecast. So here is our exclusive 14-day forecast. And as you can see here, temperatures will rise. We're getting up into the upper 30s heading into next weekend, not this upcoming, but the following weekend. So we're looking at perhaps a wintry mix coming up on Saturday the 18th. And we are looking at an unsettled pattern of rounds of perhaps light snow showers, and temperatures do fall back down in the lower 20s. These numbers will be updated coming up, and Frank Marzullo should be showing you this coming up at 6:45 here this evening. But we are looking at kind of this up and down pattern with the temperatures, and the ups aren't quite as warm as some may like to see. In fact, the warmest is 38. Otherwise, it would be quite cold here over the next 2 weeks, with chances of snow going into that week of MLK Day, which I will show that icon in our recording coming up here this afternoon that you'll see on fox19.com/weather, and of course on the First Alert Weather app. So one more time, we'll show you that forecast model data, the timing of this track of the snow, as well as the snowfall amounts, the winter weather advisory, and then we'll close things off here for our 19 at noon. We are running out of time, so I do want to make sure you get all that information as soon as possible. Before we do that, we will take a look at the comments real quick. Okay. People asking about affecting school or businesses, perhaps. Mainly the afternoon and evening. So Friday morning, it'll be cold. Lows in the single digits, perhaps low teens. But the snow does not move in, and you'll still see here, does not move in until Friday midday and afternoon. So if there are going to be schools that are in session, the afternoon might be a little bit tricky for those buses to get home from school to the kids' homes. Traffic will be an issue for the homebound commute. So you're leaving work at 2, 3, 4 o'clock, roads will be slick with these snow showers moving in. So this is going to be a Friday afternoon and evening commute issue. So Robert asking, is it going to affect the evening commute? Yes, with these snow showers. We're not looking at any major bands of snow like we had on Sunday. We're not looking at it to be rapidly a major issue. This is going to be minor snow accumulations. You think 2 to 4 inches of snow, yeah, that's a lot. That's enough to create issues. That's why it's a first alert weather day, but that's coming in a span of 12 plus hours. So we are looking at snow moving in. It's going to be enough to create issues, but it's not going to be major issues. This is not a major winter storm. This is just a band of snow shower activity Friday afternoon through Friday night and giving us a total of 2 to 4 inches of snow. John asking, record amount of snow for the month of January is 30 inches. Any chance of us achieving that record? I have not seen, I need to look at the amounts we've currently seen. I have not had a chance to add up those totals. We've got a lot of things we do here at Fox 19 in between being on air and online and on our app and everything else. But I will say it's not, the chance isn't zero. That's what I can tell you right now. But I do want to look at that data before I make any declaration or how close it could be. But John, that's a great question. I'll have to get back into that, and maybe tomorrow on 19 at noon we'll try to dive into that for you. Brandy, I hate the cold. A lot of people do. I don't hate it myself. This is January. This is something we kind of expect. But, yeah, we are going to be looking at temperatures staying well below normal here for the majority of the next 2 weeks. All right. Justin asks, when will it be slightly warmer than it is right now? Well, tomorrow. Tomorrow's high is 27 degrees. Model actually doing a really good job at indicating that. So a little bit warmer, and that's because of the snow coming down. It begins to warm the atmosphere slightly. Warm, of course, is a relative term. But we are going to be looking at those snow showers going to be widespread during the afternoon of our Friday. And you'll play this out. You can see through Friday evening, still widespread snow showers. And we head into Friday night into Saturday. It becomes widely scattered. And eventually, for Saturday, things will dry out. Stay cold, but a bit drier for our Saturday. So Saturday, a few flurries, and they'll be mainly in the morning. And then Saturday afternoon, we are going to be looking at, mostly cloudy conditions. And I will say with the snowfall totals, a general spread for everybody in the tri-state, 2 to 4 inches of snow. We could see local amounts up to 5 inches, but that's going to be dependent on where those bands of moderate snow could come in. And I'll be making that map. I'll be customizing it. I don't like showing raw data because it oftentimes this can be misleading. People get too caught up in the decimals of 2.4 inches, whoa, 3.5 inches, whoa. It's not quite like that, especially considering that the model is just a tool. I use it to help forecast. I don't want to use it for public use because it's a little misleading when it comes to people get too caught up in the weeds of, we got 3 inches and not 2.7. The forecast model was wrong. It's like, no, it's a little more different than that. But anyway, enough of my soapbox standing. We'll show you that map of the expected amounts. Again, 2 to 4. Local amounts up to 5 can't be ruled out. And I'll be in at 3 and 4 o'clock. Frank will be in at 5. And we will be looking at that forecast and also, again, the updated 14-day forecast, all coming up here this afternoon. At this point, though, we've got to conclude our 19 at noon. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a wonderful Thursday afternoon.